for a long time, for almost 2 weeks. But hey, all the setups that we did, they are still in play. Euro USD, oil, gold, so many pairs. So when I look at those pairs, I realize that hey, people are still on trade. So let me hold on for some time. I'm sorry, I got some new work that I'm doing, so this work took my time, and weekends I become very tired. So I'm really sorry for all these things. But let's move on. I have so many setups for you. Euro USD, as I said, I made a prediction that if Euro USD continue with the trend, it's going to push up, it will test the previous trend line, which is going to hit a very serious sell in the DXY. If you see a DXY selling, that which means US dollar is going to be weak and euro is going to push all the way up to 1.2. That's my prediction because it needs to break the trend, and as we see, the trend is still getting smaller and smaller, and the more the trend is getting smaller, which means there's no more space, it have to break out. So this is what we see here, and I'm hoping that this next move, if it tests, we are going to see a serious breakout. If you break out from the trend line as I predicted, you are going to see a very huge sell, which is going to hit last year, or I think last 2 years low or something like that. But without wasting my time, let's continue with the setups and see. DSY, as I always say, is equal to USD DKK. That's the Dutch currency. We have a broken resistance turning to a support. So if we can get a pullback to test this previous high, we'll see market push all the way up to test 6.74339, or test the main trend line as we predicted, this trend line, this and that. As I said, those trading should be very, they should watch out for these areas because you can start putting penny orders. Those who trade the WTI, they are really benefit out of it, but hey, it's not a problem. We all sometimes have to take some losses and also take some gains. So this DXY, this is what I'm expecting. If you can get a pullback below this level, we can get a push all the way up to test this level. So you can make your analysis and put just need to place a support, support line, support line, support line. Then that's all. You just draw your resistance line. Then when the market hits, you get some price action. Just open your trade. That's all. You don't need to worry too much to get the same setups that I did. I'm just going to show you where to look for a buy trade. If this line, if we this level continue upward, don't worry, don't try to place a trade because it's going to be a very nice opportunity for you to sell from the top side. But if it comes down below this level or even below this level, all this zone, you should still look for a buy trade. From here, from there, from this side, all these zones should look for a buy trade. You only look for a sell trade when it's here. Now let's go to the commodities currencies. With the commodity currencies, as I did, you can see that there's a noise here, there, and this side. You don't need to worry about this thing. I'm using weekly chart to draw this support and resistance. So it may look like, hey, you didn't do it well, something like that, there's this and that, but don't worry, I know what I'm doing. That all these ones are faking out people. Now let me show you why it's faking out people. Market tested this level, break about and test. Why did it test this zone before pushing up? It tested the second time, push up, came back down, test again, push, consolidated here, push up, test, push more, break below, test this level, break there, and came back again. So I'm expecting that we are going to get a small push up to test this level. And also, without wasting my time, I just want to show you something simple if you don't really understand what I'm saying. You see, this is a broken trend line. Okay, markets test this level, test this level, test this level. So we are expecting another sell. So my prediction, they can put a pending order to receive any serious price action that is going to happen for you. This risk is very low. You don't need to if it break above the 12 or the 92.38, then you can decide to close your trade, but make sure that it's 4 hours close up, because this zone or is a consolidation zone. We will see consolidation happens more before we see continuation of a downtrend. Now the WTI made a very wonderful move, and telling you it was really serious. Our prediction went through, as I said last time, that the WTI is going to test this level. It's going to push all the way down, and unfortunately it did that. Now we are expecting the WTI to push back to the 58 or 57 or maybe 56. This is my prediction. From 58 to 56, market should test the level. If you can get a test, we'll see then WTI is going to shoot from this side, breaking this level all the way to the top side. Okay, so right now the pullback has started, and don't worry if you are not in trade. You don't need to worry about, because there's going to be a pushback up. Now if we can get a market testing this level, okay, don't worry, just make sure that you are looking for a very good entry point at this zone. Why am I considering this place as an entry zone? This place is a broken resistance. There's broken support and resistance. If we get a test here, because we have 4 tests, and we have number one. So if market break this level, you should pick your entry at this zone. But if it tests this level, then you should pick your entry at that zone. So you can first put your pending order. You can first put your pending order here, maybe 0.01. Then when it push up, you place your main trade. If it break above, you close your stop loss. So this is it for WTI. Let's start the currencies, and Euro USD also we need a pullback to 1.1250. I'm expecting this market to test this level. When market tests this level, we should see a continuation of sell. If it breaks above this zone, it should get a test, before continuation trend. If it break above, it should get a test. But right now, US GDP is good, and the first quarter we receive a very nice growth. And now the companies are bringing out their GDP forecast and also many things. So we should see the US dollar strengthen coming week. Um, so as I said, if we get a break, above this zone, we'll see market pushing all the way to test this trend line. This is when we'll see a strong sell happening. So you should watch out. I'm giving you 2 areas that markets should reverse from. Markets can reverse from this zone all the way down to 1.1 or even 1.08. This is a place, it's a gap zone. As you can see, it needs to close the gap. It's been a long time market came, and this gap needs to close. So we're expecting this gap to go. When the gap closes, we should see a nice move happening. So this is for US dollar, Euro USD. So a first entry, if you see a price action, is this zone. The second zone is here. If it break above, wait for market to test this zone before you place entry. Now this zone is a very strong zone. So if markets in case push up and break above, that's when you're going to see strong buys coming in the market to push the market up. So for now, here's our prediction for Euro USD. Let's move on. USD JPY, we are also expecting a downtrend. As we did the analysis last week, we said it's going to last 2 weeks. Said it's going to test the zone and push up. I gave 2 exit points. I gave the first exit point here, take profit, and the second exit point, take profit. So all 2 exit points hit. Okay, all two of them hit. So now if you have a sell trade here, you should hold it. We're expecting market to push back to test the zone again and continuation sell zone or here and all the way down. There's a possibility that market can also test this zone and push up, test this blocking level, push all the way down. But for now, because it's 4 hours, we are not looking for much movement. We are just looking for each movement for this side. So we should watch out for it. USD card also, we have a broken resistance that need to support. If we can get a pullback to test this zone, we'll see a push up from this zone all the way up to 1.3666. Okay, USD CHF also, we have a broken resistance turning to support. If you can get a pullback to test this level, we will see market pushing up all the way up to 1.03464. So we should watch out for these two zones. New Zealand USD, we are still expecting a sell from New Zealand USD. If you can get a pullback to test this level, we see continuation sell all the way down to 0.6425. So we should expect New Zealand USD to continue to sell on this zone. AUD USD also the same. There's been no change in AUD USD since gold is selling. So we should expect more sell from AUD USD. If you get a break above, wait for a retest to sell, buy all the way to the top side. But for now, we are looking for a sell in AUD USD. Now, GDP AUD, we predicted a move up and it did. Now, we are expecting market to push back to test this level as I have indicated here. If we get a push to test this level, we see market push all the way up to the last month's high. So we should can put a pen on that here. Market push up is going to this level. These things are going to change. This setup is going to change if there's going to be any fundamental news happening. But for now, I'm expecting a strong buy from this zone. So you can also watch out from there. A Euro AUD also, we already have the setup. I told you guys that it's going to buy all the way top side. They also have their trade on, the should hold. I have a trade on. I close edit here. I place another buy trade. It's against me, but I'm not worried because before I'll close my trade, I should see it below this zone. Yeah. And I didn't open now. I was given another opportunity to open another trade at the zone. So why did I do this? Now let me explain to you. You see this zone, why did the red candlestick and the white candlestick? Why did the sellers came in here? It's because of this resistance. And why did the buyers see it tested a level? So if we get another test, that which is you're having a double bottom, which is going to push the market all the way up. So this is a recovery candlestick to recover all the way down to the where the market was moved. So let's move to the next stage. GDP AZD, we're expecting a push back up to test this level and push all the way down. That's what we are expecting. So we should expect another one to happen. You see, as you can see, the red candlestick here and the big candlestick look like a bullish candlestick came back very below. So we expect market to test this level. Euro card also, we are looking for a buy since market is sitting on a very strong resistance support zone. If we can get a pullback to test this level, we should see market buying all the way to the top side. Euro JPY, we are looking for a buy. If we can get a pull to test, I made a prediction on this market, and I think many of you traded it. Now we are looking for a push down to test this level. If you can get it, you can look for a buy trade on this one. Euro NZD also, as you can see, it broke out from a very nice level and it's coming down. So it's still in the ranging zone. So if you can get a pullback to test this level, we'll see market push all the way up to 1.71180. We should watch out at this zone, this resistance level. Market can react funny on this zone, so you should watch out and exit your trades on this zone. Now, um, New Zealand card also we are expecting a pushback down to test this zone. I'm expecting market to test this zone, this level, this one, this red candlestick, this one to test it. If market tests this level, we're going to buy, and if it gets broken at this level, to its resistance level, then I'm going to exit my trade at this one because this zone is a level that we should look for. Now, GDP JPY also, if I can get another pullback, we did analysis that what it did is that it's going to push up and push all the way down, and it did when the offer sell all the way down to this level, and it did. So we are still looking for more sell. If you can get a push to test this zone, we can focus on getting more sell down. Card CHF also, if you can get a pullback at this zone, we'll get a buy from this one, then we can buy it. Thank you guys. The rest of the we just want to focus on a few pairs. We don't want to look for so many setups. But as I said, this all are prediction, what I'm predicting, and this is education purpose. Also, if you're also trading, if I trade these setups as the way you see it, this is how I trade. And also, I'm expecting if you have any problem, questions on these setups, you just let me know, send me an email or WhatsApp me. Any way you want to contact me, all my details are down there. You can look at it and contact me, or maybe you see a mistake, you can look at me and contact me. I will correct all those mistakes. Now, my course is still online, and I'm taking only $100, not more, to teach anyone who wants to learn the forex trading my setups. It's very simple, follow simple rules. When you get there, set up, I sell and I buy. Always making sure that I don't risk much more than my gains. This swing trading 4 hours chart, I don't use 1 hour, I use 50 minutes to pick my entry, and the rest is 4 hours. Okay, so you make sure that you follow the setup as oil did earlier. I know that a lot of people make trade on oil. 66.1, I made mention of it, and it's happened to all of us. And 300 pips move, GDP, JPY, oh, so many currency pairs, Euro, USD, so many currency pair setups happen because we are following simple rules. So I encourage you that you follow up on Facebook and our Telegram group, WhatsApp, and also our channel. Like you become a member, share, you link your friends to it so that you can join together so that you can become a very good community, and I'll make sure that you make good profit out of the market. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to share my ideas with you. Hope to see you again.